Hello and welcome to Rapid Regeneration. I'm David Escamilla. I'm not a doctor, not a medical professional. I'm not making any claims about diseases or medical claims. I am sharing with you information that helped me to transform myself from a personal hell of health problems and sickness to being well, healthy, vibrant, energetic. And it's now my mission to help you do the same thing and to pay that forward. And that's my karmic undertaking to do that. So, and this is brought to you by rapidregeneration.com. So, the water fast. This is powerful. It is super powerful. Basically, you deprive your body of all food except for water, and you just drink water. Better believe that you can put your body into a state where it will literally transmutate, alter chemistry, consume and purge the weak cells, and regenerate tissue. And to do this, you're putting your body into this crucible of transformation. It's one of the highest and most intense forms of body transformation. But just be warned, my friend, that it's powerful and that it's not for beginners. And you need to be ready for it to take it on. So if you're not ready for it, and by ready for it, I mean, you're never really going to be mentally ready for it. It's always going to be intimidating. But just from a physical standpoint, you want to be cleaned out. That's why it's so important to do the cleansing, the total body cleansing, that you can find at the rapidregeneration.com/total body cleanse. And you want to do those basic cleanses. You want to clean out the gut, clean out the liver, clean out the parasites, and you want to transition to eating more healthfully before you take on water fasting. Probably, I can't advise you personally. It's up to you. But you could really throw yourself into a shock if you were just eating just horrible junk foods and then went to just water fasting. So water fasting is ancient technology. It's not really technology, but it's been around for thousands of years. It's been talked about. It doesn't require technology that's like some of the other methods that are talked about in rapid regeneration, where you need technology, you need global supply chains, you need herbal supplements, you need certain cleansing ingredients. You don't need any of that for water fasting. And it's been practiced by some of the top spiritual people and some of the top healers on this planet for millennia. Okay, I don't want to get too controversial here, but I can't help myself. Now I have to bring this up because it just when I came across this, it freaked me out so crazy. Now I was brought up Christian and everything like that, going to church, and I know about the theology, and I understand all this stuff. I'm well versed. So I came across this document that is called, it's the Book of the Essenes. And it's basically non-canonized. It's one of these books that they kept in the Vatican, and that somebody found it in the early 1900s and basically transcribed it. And it's called the Essene Gospel of Peace. And this was not included in the Bible. The whereabouts of it and where it origins and everything are sketchy, like all these books are. But basically, it's supposed to have come from this group called the Essenes, and came out around the same time that the other Gospels came out that were included in the Bible. Well, what's in this document, and check it out for yourself sometime, because it is wild, but it said that Jesus of Nazareth, yes, he was a real person. Yes, he did heal people, but it wasn't so much of like a magic show as it was he was doing these natural wellness kind of experiences. It almost like a spa or a natural wellness healing clinic. So Jesus of Nazareth, according to this document, would instruct individuals to bathe in the mineral waters, to cover their skin in detoxifying mud, lay out in the sun, and he would even instruct people to give themselves, I'm absolutely not kidding, to give themselves enemas using an emptied out vegetable gourd. This is Jesus of Nazareth would say, hey, listen, pal, I want you to go get that vegetable gourd over there, hollow it out, fill it up with some water, and stick it where the sun don't shines, my friend. And he was also described as helping people get rid of parasites and actually vomit them out. And he would also say things like you should not use fire to cook your foods. You should only eat foods from Mother Earth as a way of existing in more of harmony. So the reason I'm even bringing this up is because people would come from all over, according to this report, to be healed by Jesus of Nazareth. And while he was doing all these methods, he would also be telling people to abstain from all foods. In other words, water fasting. These people were said to lie on the banks of the rivers for days, of the specific river for days, and they would writhe and twist around lying there until eventually they would overcome whatever sickness they had and they were healed. So this is truly a bizarre report. I was shocked to read it, but the reason I bring that up is so many leaders and healers and spiritual guides in both Western civilization and Eastern civilization have employed fasting over the course of human history as a way to achieve physical salvation from health issues as well as enlightenment and spiritual harmony. So, yes, water fasting is challenging, but when you're ready for it, yes, great things can await. I did do a 5-day water fast, and it was one of the great experiences of my life. And, the first day was tough, difficult. Second day was even more difficult. By the third day, I had lost all desire for food, and I was on a high, both physically and emotionally, for the next few days. So, in terms of what happened to me, my physical experience, I did go through a transformation and a healing process, even a bit of a healing crisis. I woke up at one point with a completely sore throat and also vertigo. I felt vertigo, a touch of vertigo. And through the course of these several days, I felt increased circulation all through my body, especially into my extremities and into my upper head, neck, and gum areas. It's a very, very strange thing to describe, but I could feel my body kind of turning and churning itself, literally just consuming itself, and I would literally just sit in a chair and I could feel all my nerves tingling and sending energy flows just up and down. And that's one of the powers of fasting, is that the body consumes itself, and much toxins and acids are stored in the body, whether it's in fatty tissues, in the arms, the buttocks, the hips, and the thighs, the belly area. The fatty stores get transformed into glucose and burned for energy when fasting. And so the body recycles itself and recycles its own energy. And this is really something incredible to experience. Now, this is also one reason why fasting could be unwise to do for somebody who's not really cleaned out and they're in a toxic or an acidic state. Because if the body's very toxic and acidic, then it can't really recycle the materials in it and still burn clean fuel. When there's so many toxins, free radicals, oxidation, and damaged cells, you're going to feel the weight of trying to process all these things out, detox them out, and at the same time you have to get energy from somewhere. So in a way you're sort of burning dirty fuel. So this is what I'm saying about that this is a gauntlet. It's and that if you're not ready for it, then it can be too shocking to do it. So I waited until I had been kind of eating. I already did all the total body cleansing, and I was eating already pretty healthy and vibrant intake of foods before I did this fast. So there's so many other benefits which are documented, from fasting: metabolic function increase, fat burning, increased levels of hormone production, increased organ function, even growth hormones being generated during water fasting, generally after 3 days of no food. Now, growth hormones are typically only observed in your growing children and teenagers and very young adults. And so just imagine, as a fully grown adult, creating growth hormones. So, it is an intuition, it's an intuitive phenomenon. Nature leads us to it. Animals will fast when they're sick. If you ever had a pet dog, got sick, or horses or whatever, animals will fast as an instinctive measure. And so when a human is ill, then he'll feel like abstaining from foods, or she. This is a gift from God. When you have this loss of appetite and craving for food, and you should be grateful for that. However, many of us, when we get sick, to our own demise, we turn to chicken soup, or a friend brings us, hey, made you some get well soon muffins. Or how about a hospital meal? Or how about other comfort foods, which actually work to make us sicker? So the keys to wellness, the keys to transformation are there for individuals who can see through some of these facades of some of these social conventions and really discern the truth. Which, if you're going through this information, I know that you're doing that for yourself. That's going to serve you very, very well. So, yes, after I completed this fasting experience, I completely elevated my journey. My body was healing itself, repairing itself. And also keep in mind, this was at a turning point. I did a grape fast and then a water fast about a month apart. And after these were over, I felt basically completely recovered. This was about 3.5 years after I started to use these natural wellness techniques, cleansing and changing what I was eating. It took that long, about 3.5 years, and I finally felt fully recovered. All my symptoms were gone. Not only that, but I actually felt in a state of better health, better wellness, better energy, even then before I had gotten terribly ill years before. So, yes, this was amazing, and basically it continued on forwards after the fast ended. You know, I had all these, it felt like my body took things up a gear. Well, it stayed in high gear after I went back to solid foods. That was the amazing thing about it, is yeah, it just remained at that new level. And I did feel like I launched myself in a new hemisphere when I was doing the fast. Gosh, it was very spiritual, very psychedelic. I literally felt like a floating ball of positivity, and I could just sit in a chair and just connect with all the powerful flows going through the universe. The other thing is I had several profound insights and visions and callings for me to fulfill certain purposes over the coming years. And basically the universe was telling me exactly what I needed to do. This happened during the grape fast, but also during the water fast. So, man, you know, I heeded the call, and you know, I'm on my way now to fulfilling some of the missions that I was basically, that became clear to me that I needed to do. And it's an amazing thing when you have clarity about what you're supposed to do in life, because it's tough to go forward when you don't. So that's such a great gift. Yeah, make sure to be careful how you transition back to foods. Don't go too heavy, too quick. You know, you want to break the fast with some fruit, you know, and just be careful about going back into regular foods when you break the fast. So now, had I not been fasting, could I still have discovered these things, the universal truths, and kind of what I was supposed to do with my life? Could I have still reversed my body's chemistry and my nervous system and my cognitive abilities, and could I still have solved all my health problems? I believe the answer is yes, on both accounts. I still could have figured out what to do with my life. I still could have regenerated myself, but I think it would have come on much more slowly. As with all of these higher level cleanses and fasts, this allows you to accelerate your pace and achieve your results much more quickly. So make sure you're ready to do it physically. Get yourself cleaned out. Eat more healthily. But look, you're never going to be totally ready mentally to do this. It's tough. So just keep in mind the expression, be bold, and mighty forces will come to your aid. I think that's how it goes. And so these intense rewards are waiting for those who take this leap of faith. And that's true for any of these higher level class cleanses or fasts. So it is intimidating. I had serious doubts about that I could pull it off. And I thought I was setting myself up for failure. I thought I was going to quit after the first day or the second day. I'm like, I don't think I can do this. I mean, this was before I started it. I was thinking I wasn't going to last. And really, I felt injected with this outside power that pushed me through it. And I made it through. And it made me think, wow, there really is some kind of positive force that's looking out for me. And that's looking out for you, my friend. So don't feel like you have to have the confidence that you can pull it off before doing it. Just go for it. And you might be surprised at the support spiritually and the providence that will come to you. It's the magic of commitment. So, yes, it's a bold move to do it. I can't advise you personally on whether your body is ready for it, but in terms of your mind, just go for it. Mighty forces will reinforce you and bring help. And there's epic rewards of water fasting. So good luck. Definitely give it a try, or any of these cleanses or fasts that resonate with you. Give it a try and let me know reach out to me and let me know how it affected you, anything that you experienced about it that was good, that was worthwhile. And that's it for the cleanses and fasts, higher level ones. And I hope this was valuable for you, whether you're ready to do one now or whether you're just planting the seed and preparing yourself to do that at some point. Now stay tuned, because the next few segments are also going to be key. It's going to be even the next level. There continues to be more and more levels, higher and higher levels of awareness, of transformation, of healing that go on through the course of rapid regeneration. And so definitely stick around, definitely get ready for the next level, and to keep expanding your awareness, to keep growing your body's self-healing process. Thank you so much. The website is rapidregeneration.com. I will see you on the next segment. Bye for now.
For more information, please follow at Rapid Regeneration or visit rapidregeneration.com.